Take a deep breath because this is going to shock you. Everyone knows Melania Trump as the former First Lady and the wife of Donald Trump. But what if the man you think is her husband isn't the whole story? What if there's a detail about her life that has gone unnoticed for years? Well, buckle up, because what you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew. Melania Trump was born in Slovenia in 1970. She wasn't always living a glamorous life in the United States. In fact, she started as a young model, with big dreams, hoping to make a name for herself in the fashion industry. She worked in Milan and Paris before landing in New York in the 1990s. This was when everything changed. She met Donald Trump in 1998 at a party, and after a few ups and downs, they eventually got married in 2005. From that moment on, she became part of one of the most talked about families in the world. But what if there was someone else in her life, someone even more important to her than Donald Trump? Most people don't know that Melania had an incredibly strong bond with her father, Victor Navs. Some even say that he played the biggest role in shaping her life. Victor was a businessman in Slovenia, and many have noticed striking similarities between him and Donald Trump. He carried himself with confidence, had strong opinions, and was known for his business dealings. Sound familiar? Some believe that Melania gravitated toward Donald because he reminded her of her father. Could this be the real reason she ended up marrying Trump? What's even more interesting is how Victor's influence continued even after Melania moved to the United States. Unlike many parents of celebrities, Victor and Melania's mother, Amalia, stayed very close to her. They moved to the U.S. and were often seen at the White House during Trump's presidency. While Donald Trump was making headlines, Victor was quietly present, always in the background. Some even speculated that he was more involved in Melania's decisions than people realized. Could it be that Melania's true loyalty has always been with her father, rather than her husband? There's also an interesting twist when it comes to their lifestyle. Melania has always been known for her poise and elegance, but she tends to stay out of the spotlight compared to other first ladies. Some say this is because of her father's teachings. Victor raised her to be reserved, careful with her words, and focused on family. Even during Trump's presidency, she rarely spoke out on political matters, choosing to remain mysterious. Some believe she inherited this cautious approach from Victor, rather than from Trump. So, who really shaped the Melania we see today? Her husband or her father? And then there's Barron Trump, Melania and Donald's only son. Unlike Trump's other children, Barron has largely been kept away from the public eye. But here's something many don't realize. He was mostly raised by Melania and her parents, not by Donald Trump. Victor played a major role in his grandson's upbringing, speaking Slovenian with him and teaching him about his roots. While Trump was busy with politics and business, Victor was always around, guiding Barron and keeping the family traditions alive. Some even joke that Barron's real father figure wasn't Trump, it was Victor. Now, let's talk about something that left many people wondering. In 2018, Melania underwent surgery for a kidney condition, and for weeks, she stayed out of the public eye. During this time, there were wild rumors about what was really going on. Some even suggested she had moved away from Trump temporarily. While those rumors were never confirmed, one thing was clear. When she reappeared, she seemed more distant from Donald than ever before. Could this have been a moment where she leaned more on her father than on her husband? And what does that say about the real relationships in her life? When Trump left the White House in 2021, Melania disappeared from public life almost completely. Unlike other former first ladies who take on big projects, she has chosen to live quietly in Florida. Some reports say she spends most of her time with Barron and her parents, staying away from the chaos of Trump's world. If that's true, then it's possible that the man who has the most influence over Melania isn't Donald Trump. It's still Victor Navs. So, here's the real question. Has Melania's marriage to Donald Trump always been about love, or has it been about something else? Could it be that the most important man in her life isn't her husband at all? The answer may never be fully clear. But one thing is certain. Melania Trump is far more complex than most people realize. What do you think? Has her father been the real driving force in her life all along? Or is there more to this story? Share your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this interesting, make sure to stay tuned for more surprising stories.